Hi, my name is Troy, and I'm here to tell you about interleaved practice and how you can utilize this study strategy to improve your academic performance. In courses, students often need to learn a variety of subtopics related to a common theme. For example, in a history of psychology course, a student might first learn about the psychoanalytic perspectives of first Freud, then Jung, then Erikson. In contrast to blocked practice, which involves studying one subtopic repeatedly, first focusing on Freud in your study sessions before moving to Jung and then Erikson, interleaved practice involves alternating between subtopics, psychological perspectives in this example, within each study session. In this way, learners study new material along with reviewing and studying material previously acquired in the course. The most important thing to keep in mind is that interleaved practice is a pattern by which you study, not a particular type of study method. Therefore, interleaved practice can include many different types of studying, from recalling information from memory, as in practice quizzing, to completing worked examples, and more. For example, you could practice math problems using worked examples and alternate between different kinds of problems. Also, because interleaved practice is a pattern of study, it is not limited to one type of course material. Interleaved practice can improve your ability to retain different kinds of information, especially when that information requires identifying and choosing appropriate types of solutions and when comparisons are helpful. Why is interleaved study practice effective? Because it allows for your study sessions to be spread out over time. Distributing your study sessions is something that we know helps learning. And because the way your course materials is structured during interleaved practice, that is, you alternate between different types of material during your study sessions, this helps you to notice and think about the differences between different kinds of problems, and in other words, switching between problems makes it easier to understand the similarities and differences between them. In addition, interleaved practice allows for multiple opportunities to work on the same type of problem across different contexts, mixed in with different types of items and different kinds of problems. Although interleaved practice is easy to use, there are ways to maximize the benefits. You should keep 3 points in mind when using interleaved practice. Pair interleaved practice with other effective study strategies to make the most of your study sessions. For example, don't interleave rereading sessions, but instead use practice quizzing and/or worked examples. Choose the class material that is most appropriate for interleaved practice. In general, interleaved practice is most effective for material that requires comparisons, categorizations, or problem solving. By alternating between different types of problems or concepts, interleaved practice helps you notice and learn their similarities and differences. Choose class material that is not completely new to you. Interleaved practice is more helpful to your learning when you have already used a block schedule to study new material. Overall, interleaved practice is a powerful and easy-to-use study strategy that can be implemented in your classes. Now, let's complete a short review. Do your best to answer these questions about the materials I just discussed. What are 3 ways interleaved practice can help you learn? It allows you to distribute, which is to space, your study out over time. Interleaved practice provides multiple opportunities to study material in a variety of contexts. And it also helps you notice the similarities and differences in course material. How might you incorporate interleaved practice into your study? Begin by first learning the basics of the material to provide the necessary level of background knowledge. Complete any instructor-provided interleaving study materials. Study different types of material in a single study session. What are 3 things that you want to consider when using interleaved practice? You should pair interleaved practice with other study strategies for elaborative processing. You should choose material requiring comparisons, categorizations, or problem solving. And you should choose material for which you have some prior knowledge.